Hey guys, it's Steven. I talked about the power bar setup yesterday, and I'll link to that video at the end of this video. What I wanted to do is talk a little bit more about why I like this setup, some of the features that I think makes it attractive for a trader looking for simplicity in their trading. So the first thing I want to talk about today is setting a stop. What I found with most traders is that setting stops isn't a strong point, right? They don't know where to set the stop, or they're setting it based on math related to their account, right? They're using one R or one risk unit to set a stop, but not relating that to the structure of the market, like what's going on in the market at the time. For a power bar strategy, and this is the ES on the 2 minute. I had someone ask me about the power bar yesterday in the video that I did, again, which is linked to at the end of this video, and how a power bar strategy performs with ES. As you can see on this chart, there are several signals going off, and the stop is always in the power bar, right? It's always clearly defined. With this first signal, which happened at 6 a.m., and I guarantee I was not trading this at 6 a.m., but that's your stop, right? The power bar signal goes off, that's your stop. It's clear, it's tight, it's based on structure. You get take profit levels up here, you get another power bar that forms here, and that's your stop right under the power bar, right? This one's a little bit lower because it's a combined power bar. You've got a couple of different bars going into one power bar. And again, if you want the full cheat sheet on the power bar, just comment power in the comments below, and I'll send that to you. But what I'm looking for is a power bar which is larger than the bars around it. It's beginning at or near the 20. It's in the direction of the 20, or if the 20 is flat, it can go in either direction, and it's clearing support or resistance, right? It's fairly simple, so a very simple setup, but very effective. And you can see it again on this chart of ES, kind of how it plays out. But going back to setting stops, you want your stop at the opposite end of the power bar. It's a very defined, it's very clear where your stop is, where the setup is putting your stop. For this short, that's the stop. For this short, that's the stop, right? Clearly defined. That's where your stop is. And here you can see take profit levels. On this particular chart, I have up the power bar strategy, the opening power bar strategy, which is a little bit different. I have several videos on that as well. That's what this short is. This short is just a power bar strategy. And I also have, if we go on during the day for SPY futures, this is a reversal strategy that I use. It's not yet updated in my suite of indicators that I have. So this is a coming soon indicator. But if I take that off, you'll see like this didn't fire, right? This short didn't fire. And the reason it doesn't fire as a power bar strategy is because the 20 is moving higher when you get this reversal, right? So if you're using a reversal strategy, you would get a short signal there. Again, I've made videos on the reversal strategy, which you can look for in my library of videos on YouTube. But you can see when you get stopped out, again, going back to the stops, that's your stop on the long, right? So this trade stopped out as this reversed, and this short stopped out as this reversed, right? When you get into chop, you're going to get stopped out on a strategy that is looking at trend, right? So that's the second thing I wanted to talk about. The first thing was stops and where they should be, and it should be extremely clear where they are, and they should be based on structure, not just on what you believe is, 1R for your account. And the second thing I wanted to talk about then with the power bar is I'm always asked, how does the setup perform in different environments? Does a power bar only work on trending days? Does it fail in chop? Does it collapse on reversal days in the market? And the reason people ask this is because they're usually depending on or familiar with a strategy that works on a particular type of day, right? Trend strategies fail on reversal days. Reversal strategies fail on trend days. And range strategies are going to fail on range breaks or trend breaks. But the power bar strategy isn't trend dependent, it's transition dependent, and works really well if you combine it with a reversal strategy like this, again, which I've done videos on. I'm not going to go into like this exact reversal strategy, but you can see you'll get some failure in chop, right? The power bar strategy is designed to work on a stock or a market that's moving. I get this question again all the time. What is the power bar strategy good for? It's good for something that has volume so you can get in and out and that moves. If it's something that's just going sideways, then yeah, the power bar strategy isn't going to be a great strategy because you're talking about a strict range. But if you can capture moves like this at the beginning of the day, and then you get stopped out on small moves like this, and then you end up capturing, again, moves like this, and then reversal moves like this, they're going to overcome this chop. Another idea is just, limit your trading from around that 11:30 to 1:30 time frame, and you'll avoid a lot of chop anyhow. So that's just another strategy tip when you're trading in general. Go to lunch, don't trade during lunch. But the power bar strategy works and can be traded on a trend day, right? It would have caught this move lower, this trend move lower, and it caught this reversal move higher. I'll take off this reversal strategy again, right? These longs were a reversal trade. So a power bar strategy isn't tied to, I have to have a trend day or I have to have a reversal day to work, right? It can work in both environments. Again, if you want the power bar cheat sheet, that's totally free. Just comment power in the comments below. You don't have to have an indicator to trade the power bar strategy, right? You'll see other videos I've done where I don't talk about an indicator. I did it to make it simple. I put together the indicator to make it very simple, very visual, to be able to trade the power bar, the opening power bar, and again, the reversal strategy. I'll link to where you can purchase those indicators below right now to sort of kick off the indicators being live, and the end of 2025, beginning of 2026. There's a sale on the indicators where you can get them at a lifetime price. So pay once and you're done. And again, the link to that is below. I hope this helped explain a little more about the power bar strategy, showing again how it works on futures markets, as well as on the Qs, as well as on, again, anything that has volume and has movement. If it helped in your trading and your trading strategy, please hit like and subscribe. I'll keep making videos like this. I plan on making a lot more this coming year in 2026. Ask any questions. I know there's some questions from my other video that I did earlier this week. I'm trying to get to those. I'm sort of vacationing here, so I'm in low work mode anyhow. But I will get to them. I will answer those. So happy New Year, and thank you for watching.